Oh man, it was a perfect setup, but we could spend all day dwelling on what we didn't want, or we could enjoy what we had. All right. So there we go. And now we've got people here. Room looks good. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I had to do some cleaning. And, the old lady was on my ass about my office being dirty. And it, like I said, it's a major lifestyle change when you change up your physical atmosphere. Changing this changes your mindset. So that was very helpful. But yeah, I appreciate the likes and everything because you're driving up the the viewers. So I never thought that actually mattered, but it does, I guess. But I'll tell the story. What's up, Nan? Welcome in. Hopefully you could hear. I know Inked was saying they couldn't hear on YouTube, but hopefully you guys can. And I'll recap the part that I was going to say, and I'll bring us all back around. Perfect. You could hear? Yeah, I got Race Car over here. I got Nan over here. Box Media, welcome in from Canada. Good to see you, brother. Hey, can't hear you. You said can't hear me now. I thought you guys can. But anyway, okay, yeah, I think you guys can't hear me. Anyway, I'll tell you the story. So sometimes what you see, well, always what you seek, you find. And when we get caught up in a circumstance that we're dealing with, it's like, well, I can't overcome this because this and this and this. You start looking for evidence where other people have failed, where you've failed in the past, and not seeking the actual abundance or stuff that proves that you can do this. You don't look for the success stories. You don't look for any of. Sorry, I'm getting overwhelmed looking at both the screens. I was going to say, you don't look for your blessings. So sometimes when you switch it up, I've had a lot of people say, oh, I'm going to get a new specific person, and they do, and it's a great person, and that person comes in, or they're making progress and movement towards that, and then the old specific person comes in. This is why I say when you're scripting a specific person, and it doesn't just go for that. It goes for anything in life, like jobs or circumstances or anything. You figure out, hey, if I could manifest something new and better, then it kind of releases your mind that you start getting lost in what could happen, and you get lost in the wonderful what if instead of, oh no, what if this doesn't work out? You get lost in what if it turns out better than I could have imagined. And I've had guys, I've told this story before, or guys and girls, they break off of manifesting a specific person and choose to go for somebody new. Next thing you know, this new person is better than they could have imagined. But then the original specific person comes back around, and they have a choice to make. I myself went through that as well. You script it out as if, all right, here's this perfect specific person. And when you look at the perfect ideal and you start to align with, hey, I deserve that, it starts to align into your reality. So I've had a client recently. I've worked with him for a while, and his specific person that he started this journey going for, which say maybe 10 months ago or something like that. I don't think it's a year, but it's been a while. He was pursuing this specific person, and opportunities came forward, and he didn't want to take the action, which I never tell you when to or not to take action, but he did what he wanted to do. Like, he's like, no, I'm going to sit back. She'll reach out to me. There were times she reached out or he reached out, and it was like this hot and cold, and he wasn't sure about the idea. Well, at a certain point, he raised this self-concept, which is what I always talk about. He started doing things that he's always wanted to do and held himself back from, which is why I keep telling people, once you have the specific person, if you're living in the end, there's stuff you want to do. And I think Race Car could vouch for this as well in the chat. And everybody over here, like, who's been with me for a long time, or we've coached together, you started doing things for yourself. And when you start doing things for yourself, it starts to raise your self-concept, and you feel more confident in who you are and the fact that you deserve better. And when you do that, you raise your standards, and that person comes to meet you, and that circumstance and that job and whatever it is. Like I said, what do you call it? Like before, when I was like trying to leave a certain job, and it's like, no, I don't have the qualifications to get something better, but I still manifested that job. Everything still wound up working out. And it was all the circumstances were stacked against me, but I started focusing on, wouldn't it be wonderful if, and then if I started my own business, I would have this and this and this, and this extra time, and I'd have my life back. Everything I wanted that was insinuated and getting lost in the better than came to meet me with the job that I didn't think I would be able to get. Came to meet me with a specific person I didn't think I'd be able to get. So in the end, it all worked out. And for this gentleman that I was working with, his original specific person, he thought about it the other day. He's like, just for shits and giggles, he treated it like a mini manifestation. He goes, wouldn't it be cool if she messaged me drunk or something right now and it was a weekend going out and nothing happened? And it didn't phase him. And the next day the thought popped up again. And he goes, wouldn't it be wonderful if she messaged me and like just like, hey, what's up or something? And he kept saying like drunk while she's out and stuff because he's thinking that's the only way she would do it. She messages him stone cold sober while out and about through a circumstance that like of someone they know. And if she didn't see that person that they both knew, she wouldn't have messaged. And it was one of those things where it's like what like Neville says, no matter if it's one man or a million, all will play their part to bring you your desire. And she started messaging him. And it's like, and he already had a new SP on his mind at that point. So now he's between which one does he want? But I mean, he's obviously still focused on the new one. But he just thought, he goes, wow, it's just crazy how quick that happened after all those months of doing this stuff. It's like, yeah, which is the thing I always try to tell you guys. Mini manifestations. Get busy living your life. Get distracted. Detach. All these things I'm giving you are tools to detach. They're things to show trust. They're things to actually become the person who has what they desire. That's why you have to do these things. It's like if you're struggling with finance or something like that, you're stuck in, well, I'm lacking here financially. And then what is the connotation to like you're lacking financially? Well, I'm not good enough for this specific person because I'm broke or whatever. Because so now your brain makes that jump to feel like you're not good enough there. And then a problem happens with your car and you don't have the money or something like that. And it's like, well, now I've got this problem and all these problems. And then you start getting into this victim mentality. You're looking for, and then a lot of times an illness comes with it. And I'm telling you, because I've been here before, it's like the thing that woke me up into manifesting was when, and Race Car, you were here for this, when there was a girl who's not even my specific person now, when she denied me, I was like, oh my God, like things are horrible. My grandpa's house burned down, but I didn't look for the silver lining that, hey, he survived and all his dogs survived, but even though he lost everything, it's like, but he survived. My uncle was going to die. My mom almost died. I almost lost my job and I tore my pec. All that stuff happened within a short period of time, feeling that victimization mindset, like, oh, nothing's working out for me. Nothing's working out. Oh, I don't deserve this. I deserve nothing but the worst. I'm a piece of shit. And that was the mindset. And then I realized, no, I don't know if manifesting's real or not, but it's really the only thing I got to wake myself up. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to choose myself. And I went to the gym to go focus on myself. And I wasn't looking for a specific person. I said, I'm going to focus on me. And that's why I meet my specific person. And my prayer I said before that, here's where I tied a little bit of the religion into it with my own personal thing. You don't have to have the same religion as me, but I just said, God, you know what? I'm going to check the fuck out of life. Like, I don't even care what happens anymore. Give me a person to help and I'll stay around. And I meet my SP. I go through the stuff with her and it leads me to making a channel all this time later. So it wound up working out. Oh my God. Yes. I'm in on time, usually on YouTube. Well, Amy, thank you for joining here as well. Yeah, I was on YouTube, and then apparently Ink said that the sound went out, so I had to reboot up the YouTube, but now we got more viewers than we did, so it wound up working out in our favor. You appeal so much more to someone when you're not chasing them and you allow time to do its thing. Exactly, brother. Manifesting is simple. Mentally allowing it to occur is the fight. Exactly, because we feel so much in life. It's like as human beings, it's like I have to do something to get this. It's the system that we're conditioned into in school. You have to study so you can pass the test. And when you pass the test, you get the good grade. When you get the good grade, you get the relation approval from your parents and the teachers and society at large that, hey, I did these things, so now I earn this title. And with this title, I feel good versus you could feel good now. And then in terms of relationship, it's like I need them to put this title on it. Otherwise, nothing is worth anything to me. If they don't give me this title, then I don't feel good. So I'm nothing, and then everybody else in the world treats you as nothing. So it's like, okay, let's stick to being something, being someone. How do you do that? It's like, give yourself the love now. And I know everyone hates to hear that because it's like, how do you do that? You give yourself the love by, hey, here's something I've always wanted to do. You know what? How many guys like came out of the woodwork when I talked about on Muscular Mystic and on Mystic Manifesting, where I'm like, oh yeah, I collect you can see it in the background over here, but you can't see it on TikTok, but right there, there's the Clone Trooper figures. I said, oh, I collect the 3.75 Clone Trooper figures. How many guys came out of the woodwork and said, oh, I do that too, bro? It's like, because when you're just confident enough and bold enough to say, hey, here's what I do, here's what I like to do, but you hold yourself back. I have a really good friend who's very talented at customizing them. He was worried he wouldn't be able to get a specific person or girls wouldn't be interested in him if he showed that he does all these customs. The man's a fucking artist when it comes to it, and he's actually one of my best students that I've ever worked with because how much progress he's made so fast. And congratulations to him being official with his specific person and everything now. But in the course of like him telling me I've changed his life in so many ways, more than just a relationship thing. The relationship thing is the jumping off point into this whole lifestyle change of manifesting. Just like when they say bodybuilding is a lifestyle, it is, because you're eating and you're working out and you're taking actions all throughout the day that affect your physique. You're taking actions all throughout the day that affect your life, which is mentally thinking from the end, mentally seeing yourself as the person that you should be. So like the lessons that he had learned, like his life is completely changing. He told me that. It made my day the other day. So shout out to him as well. And shout out to my client with his success story of a SP reaching out after 10 months. And he had times where it's like, even I was like, oh, you could probably reach out at this point. Like, and he's like, no, I wanted her to reach out first. And it's like, I'm like, you stuck to your guns better than I did at times. But it's like I said, I'll never tell you to reach out or not to reach out, because if I think you're good to reach out, but internally there's something you're hiding from me, you can lie to me all day long. I'm going to ask you to be real with me when I'm coaching you. If you tell me that you're good and you're not good, and then you reach out and I told you go ahead, you gave a perception of you're able to fake it till you make it, but internally you go to have an argument with, or you go to have a discussion with somebody and you only see an argument, or you have a bad feeling about them, or you feel that they can't communicate properly, that conversation will 100% play out that way. Let's see. Ink says, yeah, I'm manifesting someone new. Yep, that's how I manifest faster. Intend, visualize, let it go, and forget. I got 2 successes this week. There you go, Ink. I can't wait to read them over on the Discord. By the way, shout out, plug to the Discord. We've had actually an SP success story posted this week. I posted a money success story at the end of last week. It came in. There was a manifesting $500 out of nowhere, which shouldn't have had, but it was actually, I was intending for 5. I wound up with 750. So there we go. I have to share a story, even in my current situation, maybe on the next live. Yeah, brother, next Monday, if you're free and you're still on vacation and stuff, or if you can find a way, I'd love to have you on here. You come to the Flex Cave, the Mystic Cave, and we'll sit down and do the interview together. Yeah, the success stories we've been receiving lately are going crazy. I had one where I was intending, I was like, you know what? I wanted to, I'm like, oh, I would like to make more money coaching and stuff like that. And I was like, that would be something like well, first of all, I said, I want to prove that I'm a good coach. I started getting more success stories. And then I had a friend say, why don't you have like a bigger coaching package? And I helped him through something. He was just my friend. So he was going through a hard time. I was like, oh, well, let me coach him real quick, just because I could see he was going through something. I didn't want him to, he was on a slippery slope. I pulled him out of the spiral he was in. And then he hits me up with, why don't you have a bigger coaching package? And I was like, I don't know. I feel like most people don't really do more than a month. He goes, yeah, but you're coaching people for more than just a specific person that's going through life. And by the way, this guy got his specific person as well too. So that was another real cool story. But then he tells me he wanted to purchase 3 months of coaching, and I should put it up on the website. And if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have realized there was a problem I was having with my bigger coaching package. So a shout out to him. I shouted him out on Discord earlier, but that was a friend who showed me faith in myself when I was just, before I saw it in the real world, I had to see it in myself. Sometimes it's like, there's a difference between humble and low confidence. Sometimes you're so humble that you tear yourself down. And thank you, Amy, for the likes. I just seen it down there. Sometimes you tear yourself down, and because you're like, oh, I'm just a humble person. And it's like, no, maybe you don't have enough self-concept, and you tear yourself down and you don't feel good about yourself anymore. And it's like, well, I don't deserve this because I'm not good enough. It's like, but it's under the guise of, oh, I'm just trying to be humble. It's like somebody offers you a gift, accept it. Like, I'll tell you, I think I told this story before, but I'll tell it again because it's worth bearing. If somebody offers you a coffee, this was a joke me and my friend, actually the client that I'm working with now, but we've known each other for years. One of the things that we said was, what are the options when somebody offers to buy you a coffee? And this was leading up into a manifest, a free cup of coffee. It's the most common thing everybody talks about. But even that could be a major key, like a key in your life, that game changer, manifesting that free cup of coffee, because it could come at a time where you feel like you can't manifest anything and you suck at manifesting. So if you're thinking like that and then you manifest this free coffee, it will happen in a way that's so crazy that it will shock you and wake you up. Like I was like thinking about, like you guys know, I do a day job so I don't have to hound people for coaching and stuff like that. Like I've heard stories, and I always tell you guys, I tell you stories about the coaches that I've heard about where they like hound people and they're like, oh, I'll do coaching for, one guy offered one of my clients $100 to coach him for the entire year. It's like, you should be able to manifest $100 out of thin air. I manifested $1,000 to shoot out of an ATM. Well, it was $2,000, but I split it with the person I was with. But it's like, still, like, that's insane. Like, I never seen an ATM do that before or after that day, but it was a day I said I'm leaving with $1,000. I'm going home with $1,000 tonight while we were on a bar crawl. But You guys all probably heard that story. Anyway, this guy, what was the story? Oh yeah. So yeah, some guy asked one of my clients, he's like, "Oh no," because we did really good coaching together. I'll charge you only $100 to coach you for a whole year. It's like that's 365 days. That's you're losing money on that situation. But it's like, so as you know, I keep the day job so I could not hound people. It's like they could come to me if they want to coach. But the story from the day job was, it's like, okay, I'm working trades, right? So I'm working with another tradesman. Usually my trade doesn't help out other people, but yeah, I don't want to see a guy struggling with all this heavy stuff when he was in bad circumstances. So I help him get all his tools set up, get them all set up and good to go. And this is a good lesson too. It's a lesson in a Muscular Mystic video that's up and coming. It's like, be nice to everybody. Always look out for others, because kind of what goes around comes around. What you do in the world, that karma thing, it's kind of real. so it's like, I help him out, and then he goes, "Hey, I'm going to Dunkin'. Do you want anything?" And I had just thought a few minutes before, "Oh, I would love a cup of coffee," but I didn't think free. I'm like, I don't want to save money. I'm saving money. I don't want to blow money on a coffee right now. I don't really need it. I'm doing the carnivore diet. I shouldn't have it because I order large ice with 6 cream, 6 sugar. I'm like, I'm like, no, I'm good. And then I'm like, in my head immediately, like, why the fuck did you say that? That was your free cup of coffee. He goes, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Here's your chance." I'm like, "No, I'm good." And I'm like, "Why the fuck did you say that?" It's like, you wanted the coffee, like. And it was just like, I'm just being humble. It's like, so like when somebody offers you coffee, there's 3 responses. "No, I'm good," even though you really wanted it, or maybe you didn't. It's like, "Sure, I'll take one," and maybe later or something like that. And those are like really the only 3 responses. And we were joking about this one guy that me and my friend both mutually know. That one time I said, "You fly, I buy." I gave him my card. And he came back with $60 worth of shit. He bought himself an entire fucking breakfast, and he bought the other people coffees, and then he bought me my stuff. I'm like, bro, it would have been cheaper for me just to fucking walk over there myself and buy less than $20 worth of coffees. But anyway, that was a side story. But the thing was, I was like, man, I should have asked this guy for the free cup of coffee. And I'm like, you know what? Here's the thing. This is the equivalent to manifesting a new specific person. I'm like, I'm not broke. I have money. It cost me. I could go get 2 donuts because I wanted to cheat on my diet a little bit. I could go get 2 donuts and a thing. And my friend works at Dunkin'. So I'm like, I'll probably see her, say hi, shoot the shit with her, and then get my coffee and donuts. So I go in there, and then I'm like, oh, maybe this is the bridge of incidents. Maybe she'll give me a free donut or a free coffee or something like that. She was super tired out of it, and just bills me regular. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I have the money. It's not like a big deal. Just like when you realize, oh, I have the specific person in my mind. I have the money in my mind. I have all this stuff already mentally. I don't need to have it out here in the 3D world. So you just kind of hold it in this, whatever. I could do it myself. I don't need this person to give me the love. I don't need this person to give me the coffee. I go in there, buy the coffee, whatever, drink my coffee. And at the end of the day, I go check in, or throughout the day, I check in on this guy, see if he needs help with anything. He's like, "Nah, I'm going to go get another coffee." So I think he went for like 3 coffees throughout the day. He kept getting hot black coffee, or no, cream and sugar, I guess. I didn't see what it was, but he was getting the hot coffee. I always get iced coffees. So even in the winter, it was like -5 degrees, but I'm still drinking iced coffee. That's my thing. Anyway, he at the end of the day, I helped him clean up, and he has a large iced coffee in the trash can, and it was like sitting up. And as I was going to help him throw out all his trash, I'm like, "Here, dude." I'm like, "I don't want to spill your coffee." And he takes it. He goes, "Oh, thanks, bro." He goes, "Honestly," he goes, "she fucked up my order." And me and this dude both had beards. His beard was a lot nicer than mine, like longer, and like he had that fucking Spartan beard. And he's like, he goes, "Nah." He goes, "I always get the hot one. I ordered 3 hot coffees. I don't know why she gave me this." He picks it up to line it in the trash can. I'm like, "Oh." I'm like, "What's in it?" And he goes, "Oh, there's no sugar, but there's some cream in it and stuff." He goes, "It's just the cold version of what I got hot." I'm like, "It's close enough to my order. If you don't want it, I'll take it." He goes, "Yeah, here you go, bro." So I got the free coffee, but it came in such a way where I'm like, it had to wake me up to like, there's manifesting right there. You asked and you received. It's like, and then when you take the pressure off, oh, I really, really want a coffee. I could taste the coffee before I had it. I didn't even need to go buy it. But I'm like, I'll fulfill it and hang out with my friend. And then I go get the coffee from my friend. Cool. No big deal. And then you go, and then it actually comes to you in another way where at the end of the day, I was kind of thinking, I'm like, should I go back up there? Nah, it's almost closed. I don't want to bother her. Would be nice to have another iced coffee for the ride home. And one arrived. So it happened better than I could have ever imagined it. And it happened when I said, you can't fuck this up. I told the manifestation was there. Hey, here's a free cup of coffee. No, I'm good. I turned it down, but I said, hey, it's still going to work out in my favor. It always comes to pass. So that's why I say you can't fuck this up. What's the title of this video again? I forgot what I named this one. it's never too late or it's never over, right? It's never over. So it's like I thought I was over on the chance of that. I thought it was over when I was getting my specific person. I thought it was over when I was leaving that one job. I thought a lot of things were over, but it's like, what do you have to lose? Just because in the moment it didn't work out. What about the time crunch where I was manifesting my specific person on a time crunch for Valentine's, and I got her back the week after Valentine's Day? Of course, the day of the deadline crushes you, but it's like, well, what else do I have to fear? Because it's like, at least I felt good visualizing this, and you do continue doing it. That's the persistence part. You persist past the part where it feels you failed, and it happens better than you could have imagined. If that story was, hey, I'm going to manifest a free cup of coffee, the dude just gave it to me. There's no exciting story. I write it in Discord. Guys, manifest that free cup of coffee. I helped this guy, and he offered me a coffee. It was a cooler story because I turned it down and quote unquote fucked it up and then got it back, or like through a crazy set of circumstances. It's never over even when you think it is. Exactly, brother. And I can testify to this man's specific person story too. I watched him before we both even really knew what manifesting was. It was never over. And again, I can't stress this enough. This is a lifestyle change. He upgraded his entire life. I upgraded my entire life in term of this whole getting the specific person. The specific person is the catalyst. The lack of money is the catalyst. All these things are just the thing. And by catalyst, I mean like the thing that like they fucking use the prod, the cattle or the horses. They burn them. They fucking zap them with the cattle prod, whatever. It zaps them and they start moving. This zaps you to start moving because, oh, I don't have the person. I don't have the money. I don't have this, whatever. You get zapped by life and you could either lay down and go, nothing's happening. Or you could say, fuck, holy shit, I got to do something. This is going to get worse. They're going to keep zapping me. I got to move. I got to get this right. I got to change my mindset. And then this is what it serves for. And then it becomes a full mindset thing. Like I told the story about, I dropped the little fucking, the cap for filling up my tires. I dropped it in my engine block. And because I was holding it in my hand while filling up the windshield wiper fluid. I'm like, fuck, there it goes. It's a dark ass garage. I'm like, I ain't going to find that. And as I go to close it, I'm like, wouldn't it be wonderful if it was right by my feet? Close the hood and I look, it's right there by my feet. And as I go to pick it up, what's one of my affirmations? Everything's working out in your favor. I'm like, yep, everything's working out in my favor. 222, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Even when that person is gone, there's still life. Very wild. Exactly, brother. It's like whether you choose to manifest them back or you choose to get a new person or you choose to get them back, life still goes on. You can't give up your life. You have one life. And then when you think about it, you have one life. You're going to give it up for this other person and then you'll say, I bet they don't even care. Well, that's your assumption. Now, if we live our life by the law of assumption and you assume they don't give a fuck about you, they won't. Remember, you were there for me there was the first SP, and I don't think I ever told this story. Well, I think I probably did at one point, but it was like, I was like, I kept visualizing, what if I was in the hospital? Would she even care if I was in the hospital? That fucking pussy ass fucking mentality. Would she care if I was in the hospital? Well, guess what? You were there with me when I earned my hospital trip race car, when I fucking snapped my shit in my fucking pack and lost something that meant everything to me. Remember, life could always get worse, so stop looking for the worst, because what you seek, you will find. And then I'm in the hospital sitting there. I'm like, well, maybe I'll message her. And then I message her, and she's like, oh, my God, you're in the hospital. Are you okay? I'm like, hey. And this is the thing I used to visualize. You got what you wanted, dumbass. So be careful what you wish for. Get out of the victim mentality, guys. Let me check the comments over here on YouTube, and I'll get back to here. I see we got one over here. Can't wait to hear about the success story, too. Yeah, me neither. Let's see. How's that go again, Nick? Wow. Oh, yeah. My fake crying. How would you deal with a specific person not communicating the way you want? Joaquin, I will say what Race Car just said right there. Eventually they will too, because there was a time where I'm like, man, I would love to have these deep conversations with my specific person. Me and her just had a very deep chat the other day about life, relationship, this and that. But when we met, it was like very superficial, not like, if you guys know me, you know I'm into like all the different philosophies, religion, like, and I wouldn't say amateur, but a little bit above amateur, a little bit below professional. I love, what do you call it? The looking into philosophy and religions and life and motivation and all these different things. We connected over other stuff, but it's like we never had these deep conversations. Then sure enough, they came to pass. It's like the specific person morphs into the ideal version of them that you see. So always see the best version of them and see yourself in that light too, because it's not just one without the other. It's not just like, oh, I'll be happy when they do this, because that implies separateness. You know, when you take a Bible line where it's like, I take that for a lot of my studying because Neville always referenced the Bible, and Florence Scovel Shinn and Joseph Murphy. You go and read the Bible yourself, just like all three of them say. And it's like, oh, here's the manifesting shit right here. And it's like, we're all interconnected. Everyone is you pushed out. So if they're a version of you, you got to see the version of them in your mind's eye. And who is the version of you that would be able to carry out that conversation? If you're like Ink said, the wham, 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 like, oh, nothing's working out. Like, they don't want to talk to me. If you're that version, I'm talking shit because I've been there. I've been that guy. Remember, I've manifested this specific person back five, 6 times. And it's like, and now for 2.5 years, 3 years, like everything's been perfect, good, and everything where we went. It's like, look at, I mean, me and Racecar have known each other for years. I'm about to be 29 next month. I've known Racecar for 10 years. I've known him since I was 19 years old. Without even knowing really that much about manifesting, I witnessed that man manifest his specific person and build the life that he wanted. He's witnessed me do it. We've witnessed each other lose and gain and lose and gain and still somehow always come out on top, because you realize the main purpose of life is loving yourself. If you don't love yourself and you don't respect yourself and you don't build yourself up, why would you expect anyone else to do it? You can't just sit through life like, okay, I want to feel good when you tell me I can. It's your life. You lay your life down willingly or you pick it up willingly. You need to pick up your life and live your life and not just say, I'll be happy when. So I hope that helps. And he said, Joaquin says, thank you to Randall. So yes, thank you, Randall. I'm glad you're here too. And then let me see. I want to see what Randall said after I answer these ones. I have to take off. We'll catch you later. We'll see you later, Nan. We'll see you on Wednesday night in the Discord exclusive. I appreciate you joining. So yeah, if you guys are not in the Discord, you want to join the Discord, like-minded people, we do a group meditation. There were some success stories that came out of one. One was a specific person's success story. Another one was, did I do the Ink? Were you in it? I don't remember. No, Ink, you weren't there last week. But we did do an intention for you. We did an intention that Lily would be 100% better, my specific person. We did one that she would get better. She was feeling better already the next day. What else? Another success story from a client I was working with personally. So there's a lot of success stories that have come in through the Discord. But anyway, just plug it right there. I'll see Nan over there. Thank you too, Mystic. I appreciate the explanation. No problem, Joaquin. I appreciate you joining. If you're still saying it. Yeah, it's funny. I love it when the chats go like this and we just kind of take off, because I always try to prepare a little bit of a script and do like a lecture. I think the lectures are better. Like, also, guys, too, if you haven't seen, like, I know TikTok, you guys don't really go over to YouTube as much, but I would say if you can, go over to YouTube, especially if it's a specific person thing like Joaquin was mentioning and anyone else here is mentioning and worried about, and anyone on YouTube that hasn't seen it yet. I don't know if YouTube algorithm's pushing it too much, but I did a comprehensive, it's a 38-minute video, so it's long, but if I tried to keep it entertaining the whole time, about manifesting your specific person. I break it down on the board. We go through it. So if you want to see a video about manifesting your specific person back, everything I've done throughout the process, we've got 2 comprehensive videos on it. One was a while back. This is an updated, modern version of it. I'm going to make videos on each individual breakdown. And as I always tell you, it's like TikTok here is just my little like plug-in promotion. Like I just use Opus Clip to take little clips out of the video, and hopefully they give me a comprehensive thing and I throw it on here and answer questions and stuff like that. I know I got a bunch of questions still on here for people to answer. But yeah, so I got that running over here. But yeah, if you guys want to check that out, go check out over on the YouTube. Let me see what I haven't got to now. Unless you guys got questions, ask your questions now. It's like a Q&A, everything. So, YouTube. I got cut off because there was no sound. So TikTok got to see this, but I got to find a merch company that's good again. But this was a thing I ordered. This took 5 months to get here, which is why that's unacceptable. You know, if I put my name on any product or anything that I'm doing, it's got to be good. It's got to be quality, and I'm not making people wait. They made me wait 5 months to get a sample of this shirt. But balls to the wall manifesting, just like I said back in the beginning, and everybody loved my quote. So I got the shirt on today. It's not for sale yet, but I got to get the merch stuff up and running just because I thought that was funny. I'm like, you know what? I haven't worn this in a while. Let me throw it on. I started watching a YouTube series lately. I fuck with it heavy. Oh, thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying it. But yeah, guys, I'm trying to think what else do we got? Oh, I go back to the lecture I kind of got planned here. Well, the big thing I was saying was being unfazed by me see. Oh, Gina, I don't know if you're in here, but I look forward to talking with you soon too. I appreciate you. Glad you're in here. Gina, the medium, if you guys are looking for a medium, great person, great friend of mine. She's actually doing a reading for some of my family members. So I don't know if she's still taking clients, but if you check her out, check out her lives. They're awesome. So check her out. I'll talk about being unfazed, which is kind of like the whole topic of this, being unfazed by things that are going wrong, quote unquote, in your life. When things are going wrong and you have this mentality, just kind of like I said, when I dropped the little cap for the tire, for filling up the tire, and I realized, oh, there it is. Everything works out in my favor. Pick it up. Or it's like, oh, you can't really fuck this up with getting the coffee because you could get a coffee anyway. There were some circumstances with my specific person, not directly at our relationship, but they were things that were outside of our relationship that would strain them. Not anything that makes us want to break up, but circumstances that would heavily impact the relationship without getting too much into our personal business. I air everything out, but this one, because if the more energy I give to it, the more it's going to be a problem. So I don't give it that much energy, but I will say this, the circumstance that we were going through when she brought it up to me, and it was something that I could tell rattled her and stressed her out. I was like, okay, cool. If it results in this way, if it results in that way, be fine either way. At one point, these circumstances would have freaked me the fuck out, and I would have been in full panic mode. I would have been giving up, or like, what do I do? What do I do? Or what's plan B? Or how do I freak out and run? You don't freak out and run. You turn and you face your problems and you deal with them. So in that case, that's what I did. And it's like, and already today, there's major movement towards solving the issue that was coming up. And it's like, it's a really weird issue too, to be dealing with, but it was dealt with. Let me see. But yeah, like I said, this thing is a lifelong skill. This being able to deal with all this stuff, to being able to be unfazed by a negative circumstance is a lifelong skill. But you earn it in the pressure cooker of life, the pressure cooker of manifesting a specific person, manifesting a job, manifesting certain things. Those are the pressure cooker. Whatever the catalyst is that burdens or zaps you into this world of manifesting, whatever that is, you're thankful for that because that sent you off in this world. But then it becomes a lifelong thing, just like working out and dieting and stuff. That stuff is a lifelong practice, a lifelong thing that you go through, and you earn this lifelong skill in this pressure cooker of life. So choosing self-loathing during this time, all it's doing is blocking your blessings, because when you're self-loathing, you're in this tunnel vision. It's directly like, oh, things aren't working out. And like, here's what they said. Here's what they said. Here's what the interviewer said. Here's what my specific person said. Here's what's always happened. And you just see life like that. But when you start, I'm thankful. I'm glad that this worked out in my favor. You know what? I'm happy that I at least have this in my life. Remember the Bible quote, for those who have everything, more is given. So it's like you start looking for all the good things you have in life, focusing on your abundance, enjoying all that stuff. Now you've unlocked all this and you've unlocked your blessings now. So your eyes are wide open. And it's weird when you look at it. It's like, it's hard to explain, but when you think about it, you could really feel the, oh, Josh, welcome in. I appreciate you, Josh. And thank you for the likes. When you open up your eye, like that gratitude helps you open your eyes to see all the other blessings in life. And then subconsciously your mind makes the connection. If I have all these other blessings, there's something that makes me deserve them, which means I am deserving of something and I'm deserving of what I desire. And boom, it unlocks that mentality. I gave up on old SP, but not because I burned out. But anyway, I had to help him Saturday and he bought me like $100 worth of patches. That's pretty good. I was gonna say patches like for coats and stuff like that. But either way, I mean, $100 worth of stuff is $100. So there's an abundance thing. We were working with getting abundance and stuff in your situation. So it's like $100 worth. Hey, maybe one of them's worth more and you go sell it on eBay and you make $200 worth. And like I always say, there's nothing wrong with, manifesting a new specific person. And when you do, a lot of times, look, you switch to a new specific person, old SP's coming in, and then you give him a hand with something, and then he buys you $100 worth of stuff. And then even the time, oh, here's a group meditation success story that came up like a month or two ago. We talked about, receiving gifts and stuff like that. That was something that Inc. was manifesting at one point too. Hey, well, at least they're really cool patches. So there you go. There's a bonus to it. One of the things we were talking about was Inc. wanted to manifest a gift from her specific person. I believe it was 2 Christmases ago. And we did this during the group meditation. and I saw this rose gold like type of wristband, those ones that it's like a bracelet, but it's open at the bottom or whatever like that. That's what I visualized, and I pictured rose gold or whatever. The following week in the success story part of Discord, she posts, boom, she's got this bracelet, and I said, and it's even rose gold. That's what I told you I visualized for this and that. And like we did it as a group, right? So the whole group visualized, and everyone came up with their own things, insinuating that she got a gift already, and we felt it in the moment. A week later, she has it. It turned out to be silver, but the picture she sent appeared rose gold, which matched exactly what I put. So anyway, I thought that was a cool story. Again, plugging another Discord thing, but I've been having fun with that. Like I've been more committed to it this year, like consistently. Actually, the past 3-4 months, consistently every single day, we're in there. We're posting stuff. We're sharing success stories, and we're doing the group meditations once a week. So that's a lot of fun. I appreciate those and the stories I hear from everyone. I'm gonna go back to, like I said, if you guys got questions, drop them in. I'm gonna stay on the topic. I don't have a really long lecture today, so your questions have helped me bump this up to beat our hour. Oh, never mind. I've already discussed my whole lecture because this is a repeat of what I said earlier. What you seek, you find. So stop looking for the worst. And it kind of ties in with where your attention goes, energy flows. How do I join the Discord? Joaquin, you go to my link tree here in TikTok, and on the website, if you scroll down, like the first one's like welcoming you. The other one, it says join the Discord there. I don't think I actually put the Discord link in the link tree. So if you go to the website where it says coaching, this and that, you'll see all my coaching prices. And then right before that, it's like you come in, it's like a welcome. Then you have to join the Discord one. And then you got the coaching stuff. When you join the Discord, you land in the welcome page for free. And then from there, there's like welcome, general discussions, announcements, and something else. Like those are all like free parts to join. But then to do the group meditations, you join and become a member. Or if you buy a coaching session, you automatically get added in for life. And I appreciate the likes. But if you get a coaching session, you're automatically in as a Mystic. We call it the Mystic Mafia. So you're in the Mystic Mafia at an associate level. If you subscribe monthly, it's $7.50 a month, if I got the price right. And every month we do 4 group meditations. And we write in there every day. We share our stories and stuff like that, things that interest us, and we have discussions. And the more you guys write, the more I'm in it, and the more I try to like keep doing stuff. So yeah. So once you get in, you just select one of the channels that are premium, and then it will prompt you to pay, and then that's how you get in. Because I know a lot of people, they land in there. So I don't know, maybe I should do a video describing it or whatever. I had to figure out Discord for the first time in my life. I did a little bit when I was doing a gaming channel, but I didn't really know nothing about that. Besides gaming, guys, if you're interested in that, I'm skipping tonight, but Tuesday, Thursday this week, and then every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 8 p.m., I'm on Twitch just playing a different game, or I'm meal prepping for the stuff, and that's under Flex_Lassiter. That should be in the link tree as well. So, yeah, we got all that stuff. So if you're interested, that's how you get to the Discord, and I appreciate the interest in it. And if I see you there, welcome in. If not, well, we got plenty of content on the YouTube channel through here and everywhere else. And the more questions you guys ask, the more active I am. And yeah, I think that about sums it up. We're about 22 minutes over. So if you guys got questions and comments and stuff, all right, thank you. Have a good one. You as well, Joaquin. So yeah, if you guys want to, what was that? You'll watch. What are you going to watch, Ink? Do you already watch the channel? Or is it the SP video? But yeah, if you guys got any more questions to help me drive it. Otherwise, I'm kind of out of topics for the day. It was a short lecture that I had. And I do got some other videos to be filmed this week where I'm going through each technique and stuff like that. But if not, we'll wrap it up at a 40-minute video. We lost all our viewers over here on TikTok, so maybe that's a sign, but there's still a good amount of you guys over here. Nice to see you again. Can you please elaborate on how long you did night imagination before sleep to manifest SP in general? 20 minutes, 30 minutes per night. Well, first of all, good to see you, Sonata. It wasn't a set amount of time. Oh, you said you'll watch me on Twitch. Okay, yeah. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll have some fun with it. But I won't be on tonight, but I'll pick back up on Tuesday. Just because it's Mama Mystic's birthday. She's not here today, but in the chat, she's sleeping in, I think. But Mama Mystic's birthday's today. So in terms of every night going to sleep, in terms of the SP thing, it could have been 20, 30 minutes if I was having a hard time falling asleep and feeling anxious and stuff like that, and it was hard to get that vision. But the second I caught it and I was able to catch somewhat of the vision and relax, sometimes I would just start out with deep breath in, hold it, deep breath out, deep breath in. I'm only focusing on my breath. So when I'm focusing on my breath, I'm not focused on changing an old story or writing a new story. I'm just focused on breathing. And it's lame and it's kind of like, oh, I don't want to focus on breathing. That gets you to center. At center, you focus on the new story that you want to have, which would be this you and the specific person. You pick one scene. You can do more than one scene. I would switch up the scenes sporadically as needed. I would switch the scenes as needed. I would go to sleep feeling that she was laying on my chest, or sometimes if I wanted to lay on my side, I would picture that I'm Big Spoon, or sometimes I would lay on my other side and then she's Big Spoon to me. And, you know, every man will say that we won't admit it, but that is a good position. Even though that we're bigger than them, like them being Big Spoon, whatever. So I would switch just depending where I was laying, what I was doing, what felt natural at that moment. And I would carry the thought until I went to sleep. I'm not trying to hold myself awake. I'm trying to take that thought to sleep with me, if that makes sense. So as soon as I regulate my breathing, I see the scene starts to create a feeling in me where I could almost feel a smile on my face. Because of that, I fall asleep with it. It doesn't matter if you remember your dreams. It doesn't matter if you wake up in the middle of the night with a nightmare, because this is a thing I advise against, or not advise against, but I warn against. There will be occasionally nightmares that come with this because it's the subconscious and the conscious fighting. You wake up and you don't fight it. You just reset. It's like, you know, like working out. Instead of getting angry that you couldn't hold up a set or something like that, you rack up the weight, say, take a deep breath, walk around, rest for a second, get back in there. All right. Right back into the dream sequence you were doing. So you put yourself in that state, and every day you do it. And I would carry it on until I would forget to do it. And the day that I forgot to do it, I said, that's because my subconscious isn't impressed. And it really is, because it's like you don't want to do it anymore. One, it's a factor of burnout, laziness, and subconscious being impressed. How many things in your life that you have and you didn't believe you'd have them at one point, but you have them now, and you think maybe there's a chance you might lose them? How many of those things do you visualize for every night? This is just to change the mindset of, this is just to change your mindset and unblock. You're using this as a tool to unblock what's bothering you. You know what I'm saying? You don't believe it's possible, so you're unblocking it. And I saw someone over here send the likes. I appreciate you, Arabia. I saw your name right there. I appreciate the likes that you sent in. But hopefully, Sonata, that helps clear that up for you. But yeah, if you guys get any other questions, ask them now. We got 17 minutes left on the live. I usually go for like an hour, and we're out of stuff for the lecture. So just become a Q&A. Specific person, job, money, finance, life, whatever. We're Ink says, tell Mama Mystic happy birthday and give her a hug. I will. We're gonna, even though it's 30 degrees here, we're on a little heat wave, so we're gonna go get some ice cream later. Went out for a nice Italian dinner the other day too. Man, I'll wait it out for another 2 minutes. If we don't get any comments, we'll log off for the day. And I'll do the final wrap-ups too if you guys need coaching. The link is in the bio on TikTok or Twitch. Oh no, what is this? Today is TikTok. TikTok, you go to the link in the bio. You can see my my website. It's the top thing. It says get coaching here. Scroll all the way down. You could get 1 session, 3 sessions, 6 sessions, or a month worth of VIP coaching. All of them come with access to the Discord. You could go and join the Discord from there. If you don't want coaching, you could just do that and all that. So if you guys need anything else, namaste, brother. I have something to ask. I have manifested some things with fear sometimes, but things like SP, not though I get movement. I have released fear with, I have released fear will be there, but how to control it. Yeah, so you can manifest with, that's actually a really good point. You can manifest with fear, like you said, you've manifested before with fear. I know. I'm sure. Sorry. Damn, I almost died trying to answer that. So I've manifested with fear before as well, and fear and excitement. I've got a couple videos on this. Fear and excitement are the same emotions. It's the same emotional token with two different faces. Because think about it. Fear, you expect that thing which you fear to happen. Excitement, you expect that thing you're excited about to happen. Both of them are living in the end. Both of them know that thing is coming no matter what. So manifesting out of fear, I would manifest out of fear when I was like, oh, I know I'm going to see my specific person, even though it didn't make sense. If we ran into each other at the gym, when we met at the gym, our schedules didn't line up. It made no sense that we even met there in the first place. So running into her again, like the only way we worked out in the in-between was because we planned it. So the only way that that could have actually unfolded that particular way would have been through some kind of manifestation. But I was so sure it was going to happen that we would run into each other again. I was afraid to see her. I was afraid to myself. Concept good enough? Is this good enough? Is she going to say yes? Is she seeing somebody else? I was so afraid, and I would run into her. And whatever that dominant fear was of, no, I don't want to see you. No, there's somebody else. No, all this other stuff. The two times I ran into her, that's what happened. Then I focused on myself. I pulled back, focused on self-concept and what I'm going to do. And then when I see her again, she's going to be like, wow, you're in such great shape. Wow, I can't wait to hang out with you again. This and that, all these different things. Through there, that's when I wind up running into her friend at the gym. So the gym was, again, the catalyst that led there. I meet her friend, and I go at a different time, and I only met that friend one time, and you know the whole story. Boom, boom, boom. Her friend introduces me to her again, which we already knew each other, but like she sets up this whole thing where we like this like movie type thing where we set each other up, and she brings her out to meet me, and we get back together and all that stuff. So very beautiful experience and everything. But that was when I switched to excitement. So you can manifest out of both, but usually when you manifest out of fear, you get nothing but the worst. But you said you've manifested other things out of fear and they turned out good. It's usually things you don't really care. It's like almost like you could be afraid. It's like, oh man, I'm manifesting the free cup of coffee. I'll go back to that story. You weren't here earlier, I don't think, or maybe you were and you just didn't comment or anything, but I was talking about manifesting the free cup of coffee. I'm on the carnivore diet and I'm drinking coffee right now. You're not supposed to, because the cream and the sugar and shit, that's what makes you fat. Those are extra calories you don't need. Well, I decided to treat myself. Like I said, I bought the first coffee, even though I turned down the chance that the free coffee. And then I was like, I was almost afraid because I'm like, I know I'm going to get another coffee, whether I'm going to buy it or it's going to actually show up for free, whatever. I had a little bit of a fear of getting the coffee because I know if I have it, I'm going to drink it, and I know it's not going to be good for my diet, and it's going to set me back a little bit. So it was like a fear, but it's not a major fear, which I would take the leap, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'd take the leap and say maybe the things you did manifest with fear were not really that crucial. You could care less if you had them or not, but you still had an expectation that they would happen because of fear. Just like when you're excited for something, it will still happen. Like think about how many times we were excited for a big party or something like that. We know it's going to happen. It happens either way. You can actually drink coffee on that diet. Just don't add sugar. Yeah, that's the hard part for me. That's why I just counted out, because right now I've got the coffee creamer and I didn't put sugar in it. So it's better than putting it with the sugar. But the coffee creamer is not exactly healthy either. But I've introduced the dairy back into the carnivore diet as well, just because, I mean, as long as I pick up doing some cardio throughout the week, I'll be fine. I just wasn't doing any cardio before, so that's how it was removing weight for me. We also have a section too on the Discord that talks about like fitness and working out and stuff like that as well, because I know Inked is doing the carnivore diet as well, or we're just getting into it. Same as me, I'm on and off it. We got a member in the group. She's been on it for 4 years and lost 130 pounds, so that's awesome for her. So if you're here, shout out to you. I don't know if you want to be public. Damn, guys, we're almost up at the hour. So if you guys got any more questions, hopefully, I'm going to butcher your name, but Kostovkov, hopefully I got your question answered in a way that helps you. So yeah, it's awesome. You lost 5 pounds in 3 days. See, I mean, this diet is crazy good. It's like, I'm actually, if you guys also want personal training, I'm a certified personal trainer as well. I don't have it listed on the website yet, but you could email me at mysticmanifesting@gmail.com if you're interested in that. We get you guys on the plan. I'm going to put it on the website. It's just not there yet. I actually have another client who I just started working with, and I put her on that diet today because wanting to do a rapid weight loss is really good as a complete detox. And I think I'm going to buckle down on it till Valentine's Day. So this weekend, usually I cheat on the weekends a little bit, but it's like today I'll cheat some of the ice cream for Mama Mystic's birthday, and then boom, I'll run it all the way out till Valentine's Day. Which, if anyone here is in Chicago and you got Valentine's suggestions on where to go, I've called 20 places and they're all taken up. Ooh, this is a good manifesting thing. Pick one restaurant that's taken up or somewhere that I thought would be impossible and make that something that's a good. If you're in the Discord, we're going to put that down as one of my challenges this week. I actually have another friend who just manifested his specific person, and he's trying to find something that he can take her to. It's funny because with these reservations at restaurants, you are completely locked out as well. And sometimes you forget that, hey, manifesting is more than manifesting the specific person. You could use it in every area of life. So I think that's going to be what I do now. That'd be a really nice manifesting challenge for myself because it seems like you're so locked out of it that you can't do it. All right, guys, we're down to the final 5 minutes. Has anybody got any more questions before we go? Otherwise, you'll see me next Monday, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm doing another live here on TikTok, here on YouTube. TikTok, I'm going to say what I say every week. Maybe while I'm sitting in traffic throughout the week, I'll do more lives. I can't guarantee it. It's just a nice thought. I get caught up on my audiobooks and stuff like that. But if you guys need me, you have questions, you could email them to mysticmanifesting@gmail.com. You comment on videos here or on YouTube, I'll answer them. I'll make videos on it. We've got videos on certain techniques coming up this month for YouTube. I'm going to be posting every day on TikTok. If you want to join a community of like-minded individuals, join the Mystic Mafia. We've got a nice Discord running right there. Or you can buy a session and get in for free. With that, yeah. Those are all the plugs, everything I had to say. If we got no more questions, give it another minute or so and we'll wind it down. Well, we got 5 minutes, but we'll clip it a little bit early, I guess. I appreciate Ink. Shout out to you for letting me know the sound was off on YouTube. I've tried a few things. I don't know why it's connecting to the phone for whatever reason. But yeah, and if you guys need a complete comprehensive guide on manifesting a specific person, look at the channel. It's the most recent video. Not a short, but a full video. And I was going to keep that one for members only, but I was like, nah, I never gatekeep anything anyway, so let's just throw it up here. All right, I don't think we got any more questions. So with that, I love you guys very much. If you want to join the group meditation, that's on Discord Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Monday, except for this Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, I'm on Twitch playing games, talking manifestation, fucking around. If you want to join that, Flex_Lassiter. Everything's in the link tree. If it's not in the link tree, it will be soon. With that, love you guys very much, and I will see you in the next one. See you. Oh, wrong button. Now I'll see you. Why do I got to do that? Oh, hold on. This is stupid. TikTok got too many things just to end it. All right, see you guys. All right, YouTube. I'll see you guys later. If you got any more questions, send me an email or comment something. I'll be around.